Avengers!
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Talking SMAC. I am your host, Alex. Unfortunately, Josh is a bit under the weather today, so I will be taking over. We are going to have SMACdowns Volume 3. We have a lot of fan votes that came through, and we have 4 amazing competitors who are going to take on the 12, yes, I said 12 topics we have tonight. We have Matt from Talking SMAC.
Hey, what's going on? Happy to be here.
We have Bekkie from Talking SMAC.
Also excited to be here.
We have 7Cs, also known as Cesar, from the No on 15 podcast.
Woo woo! Yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this.
And we have Raphael himself from the Geeky Dad podcast.
Yes, that's me. Hi, everybody.
Hello, is everybody warmed up? Remember, this is a race, not a sprint. So let's start with one of the easier ones. Let's start with Harry Potter versus Eragon. Now, there are no clarifiers to this one. This is the entire franchise. You can pick the movies, or movie in Eragon's case. You can go book canon, or you can even say, hey, listen, the audiobook is better than anything that's been released in this franchise. So, take it away. Who wants to argue Harry Potter versus Eragon?
I can start this one since this was a specific Bekkie and Josh pick. Because they're both just so stupid. They are dumb he-men. They are, yeah, they're male bimbos is what they are. Absolutely. But if we're going movie, I think Ed Spielers is a little bit, I mean, obviously he's not even around anymore. I think movie-wise, Harry wins. But I think book-wise, Eragon is a highly talented individual and an incredible swordsman and would absolutely chop Harry Potter's head off.
All right. We got one Harry Potter head rolling. Does anyone want to try to take Eragon's side? I mean, Harry's side?
Here's the thing. I've never read Eragon. I think I read like 3 chapters of it.
When you said, here's the thing, I knew I was in for it.
That said, without bringing everybody down with a lot of like real world politics talk, Harry Potter is poisoned. That woman has ruined her reputation, has ruined her franchise. There's no way it's Harry Potter. Harry Potter does not win this, in my opinion. There's no way.
Now, from just a character standpoint, Matthew.
Harry Potter sucks as a character also. He's a nothing character.
He is really stupid, but at least he knows that. Because in the books themselves, he's like, hey, I pretty much am very lucky, and that's it.
Yeah, I agree.
And Eragon works very hard.
I'm going to have to be the Harry Potter defender here then. No, well, I mean, it sounds a little arrogant instead of You guys gave that one to me. I've read the books, and I think definitely not excusing or trying to condone whatever, political side of stuff of, what that lady messed up.
That's what Matt's for.
But
that's what I'm here for, yeah.
If you just like objectively look at like the very first movie, you kind of do feel bad for Harry because he lives under the stairs. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And he kind of does have no idea what he's supposed to be or what he becomes, later on throughout this series. So it really is like a pick your poison. Do you really like sword and sorcery and living in mythical worlds, or do you like a modern take set in a real world where magic is real, kind of thing? So that's why I kind of dig Harry a little more, and definitely on the cinematic side, he's got more films to back him up.
That's true. And I say all that, everything I say as someone who, I've got some affection for Harry Potter. I didn't grow up on Harry Potter, but I read all those books as they were coming out. I saw all those movies.
I'm in the same boat too. I mean, I never read any of the Eragon books. Only saw the one movie, so I can only judge it from the movie. But in terms of movies, I just thought the Harry Potter movies were more entertaining.
I mean, that Eragon movie is straight up garbage.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
And I read Eragon once a year, every single year, and I just
wow.
pretend like the movie doesn't exist.
Okay.
That's rough.
Did they change a lot from the book?
Oh my god, everything. He's blonde in the movie. He's like, they make a point to talk about how dark his hair is in the book. It's insane.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they did not try.
That's crazy.
So the only thing that I remember about the Eragon movie is a review that has stuck with me all these years, which said about one of the actors, I do not believe them for their role, nor do I believe them that they are a living person. And I was so stunned by that attack on the just actor themselves that
Oh my
it's
god.
never left my mind.
That's so harsh.
Yeah, it has
So
really
it-
bad CGI too.
It's
So
Yeah.
it sounds like we have 2 for Eragon and roughly 2 for Harry.
Yeah.
Which, when we go to the fan vote, Harry Potter wins at 72%.
That does not surprise me. I was actually
Yep.
kind of like, do people know who Eragon is or what the book even is? Or is it just me and Josh?
Well, are we doing these SmackDowns based on the quality of the franchise, or by the 2 characters who would win in a fight?
So it's the 2 characters, let's say that they are secluded in some kind of warehouse. It doesn't necessarily have to be to the death, but who would win overall? Just characters.
Okay, so would
will say-
Harry have his wand?
Yes.
Okay, and Eragon would have his dragon.
Well, he can have Saphira, but he's fine without her. Plus, he's a master swordsman, and he can shoot a bow and arrow because he hunts, and he's very good at that too. And also, he can do magic.
Oh, then the Eragon's gonna win.
All right, the fans are wrong. We have 3 for Eragon and 1 for Harry.
I'm glad I could help because that is my one of my favorite book series of all time.
When it comes to those rules that Josh always lays out and that Bekkie so graciously reiterated, my thing is I'm the spoiler. I'm always like, I don't care. I don't care about them in a warehouse.
You know
In real
why?
life,
You know why?
friends.
Because they would be friends.
Yeah.
They'd be yeah.
They're
be
both
friends.
self-sacrificial, stupid men with a hero complex. Oh, and they're both orphans, so they have a lot.
Sorry in advance, I don't do that for any of these guys.
So this would be the Into the Woods Chris Pine song Misery, where they're both trying to outdo each other of how miserable they are.
Yeah.
I still have to go with Harry because he's got that little bit of Voldemort in him. So I think he'll go a little more dark.
Yeah,
He'll get a
maybe
little
this
more evil.
snake thing.
Oh yeah,
He might
I
bite.
think I wrote that fanfiction.
All right. So Harry's dead. Spoiler.
Heads did roll.
All right. Next up, we have a specific warehouse battle. Captain Kirk, the Kelvin timeline, also known as Chris Pine's Dead franchise, versus Han Solo, specifically our boy Harrison Ford.
Okay. Are we picking like prime age Han Solo?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
it has
let's
to be
do
prime
prime
age.
Okay.
The movies 4 through 6.
All right.
Technically 1 through 3. Come on.
Technically,
I'm
1
going
through
with
4,
Han
fine.
Solo on that though, because
All right.
Chris Pine got his ass kicked in all 3 of those movies.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But he's had some training, right?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it.
Man, I feel like Harrison always got lucky, man. But I gotta go. I feel like I gotta go with Han too, but I don't know.
Okay.
It'll be close.
All right. We got 2 for Han.
I was gonna say I think I would go. I'm trying to think like logically, but I think I'd also have to go with Han Solo.
Yeah.
He might be lucky, but that could be the thing that cinches it for him. He's in a place where lots of random lasery ricocheting could happen because it's a movie and things have to make sense. Just saying, he's got that going for him.
Well, in terms of the most the one with that's the biggest womanizer, I'll go with Kirk.
See,
No, he can't bring an entourage. He cannot bring an entourage of women that he has tried to hit on into the warehouse.
Yeah, I think Kirk wins that one.
now here's I gotta pose this question to everybody. What Do you think Han Solo could captain the Starship Enterprise though? Is he like disciplined enough?
No, he's not. No.
He's not.
Oh
Definitely
no,
not.
that thing would be saucer section in about 15 minutes. Yeah. All right,
Here's
Matt.
the thing. I know that I'm like the Star Trek guy on the show.
Here's the thing.
And I think that's why Josh did this to me. But the thing that Josh doesn't know, bless his heart, is that I'm not really like an original series guy. Like I don't give a shit about anything. You know, I've seen it. It's fine. It's okay. It's whatever. I appreciate it. It's not really for me.
So you're a next gen guy.
Yeah, next gen and beyond.
Yes.
And then even if we're talking just specifically Chris Pine Kirk, you know, I like those movies. Okay, they're fine for varying degrees of the word fine. But even then, you know, I'm still sort of like, okay, that's it. That's fine. I don't really care that much. So for me, I think Josh was like expecting, oh yeah, the Star Trek nerd's going to go on about Star Trek for 20 minutes like he always does. But for me, this is like, it's got to be Han Solo, right? Just because, you know, outside of the things, you know, like I said, I don't really usually think about these in terms of like the brawl. So like just in terms of like a character I think is more interesting, that is better acted, whatever, all kinds of factors, I think it's Han Solo for me.
That is 4 Han Solo victories, which match our fan poll of 76%. Love Mr. Han Solo.
Yeah.
We're talking Benjamin Sisko versus Han Solo. Maybe it's a different story, but I don't think Josh knows who Ben Sisko is. So
I think it should be Riker against Han Solo.
Okay,
Riker.
Yeah, we might be talking.
I actually go with Shatner, man. Shatner would he might have more of a chance.
Yeah, Shatner with his girdle and those really weak kung fu moves.
Shatner from the Con movie.
Okay, all right.
Oh, at that point he's just sad about getting old.
All right. Moving into it, we actually have a character I don't know a thing about. We have Green Arrow and Speedy, which I originally thought Speedy Gonzalez was really confused by that mashup, versus Hawkeye, both Clint and Kate.
Is Artemis part of that?
No, it's just these 4 trapped in a warehouse. There might be some barrels, maybe some explosive devices laying around, but it's these 4 in a warehouse.
I gotta go. I'm leaning towards Oliver Queen killing everybody in the building.
Oh man, I was gonna say
Hawkeye is a better fighter, but Green Arrow is the better archer.
If we're going with like movie Hawkeye against TV Green Arrow.
Oh, that movie Hawkeye. 100%.
See, I think it's got to be Hawkeye no matter what. Like, you know, I like Green Arrow. I watched literally every episode of that CW show because I hate myself.
Yes, you do.
But, you know, even if Clint Barton is a fuck up, you still got Kate Bishop there, and Kate Bishop is the real Hawkeye. I think it's got to be the Hawkeyes in a walk.
I think they also have a better arsenal of arrows too.
Yes.
So who is Speedy, and what is Speedy doing while Green Arrow is getting shot to death?
Speedy is like his sidekick.
Right.
It's like his Robin.
And he later turned into Red Arrow or Arsenal, right?
Yeah, sometimes called Red Arrow or Arsenal.
Yeah.
But you know, like in the 60s, 70s, whatever, he was, for some reason they called him Speedy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and he ends up using speed
first.
Yeah, and then at some point he gets hooked on drugs and it becomes much
wow. Well, that's depressing.
Have you read a comic lately? They're all pretty terrible. Yeah.
That is true. I mean, my favorite comic right now is either Something is Killing the Children, which is about a monster hunter who is hunting monsters that are targeting children, which is that's depressing.
Jesus.
Or I Hate Fairy Tale Land, which is about a 30-year-old person who gets thrown into fairy tale land and is like a little kind of like toadstool-like character who goes on a massacre because they hate living in a fairy tale world.
Oh,
that sounds fun.
So mean.
There is a very famous panel of Speedy, of Roy Harper, who is Speedy, Red Arrow, Arsenal, I think from the mid-2000s, Can't remember if he is like hopped up on drugs or if he's hallucinating magically or something.
Well,
but
he's from the 60s.
He's in an alley cradling a dead cat that
Oh,
he thinks is his baby or something like that.
Oh no.
oh no!
That's Speedy's deal.
Okay, so we're going with Hawkeyes beating Green Arrow because Speedy didn't even make it to the warehouse.
Yeah, he's outside the warehouse in the alley cradling a dead kitten.
When you start to think about like that was the stuff going on at DC in like the mid 2000s, you really start to understand why they were like, okay, we have to do the New 52.
We can't do this anymore.
And then they gave up after a couple of years. Again.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. All right. At the end of the first quarter, Clint and Kate won with 59% of the fan vote. So everyone shake it out. We're going to a commercial break. We're going to get some water, pass around some orange slices.
Orange slices.
And let's start with the one that was the most shocking to me for the second quarter, that I'm really confused as one, why they're in a warehouse, and two, why it's to the death. Paddington Bear versus Tom Nook.
I loved this.
I'm going with Paddington all the way.
Yeah, I gotta go with you on that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Tom Nook.
He's a Peruvian bear, right?
Yeah.
Like, he might be coked up. Shout out Cocaine Bear.
Oh no!
That poor bear.
Oh no!
I hope he died happy.
Oh dear Lord!
Here's the thing about Tom Nook.
Oh no!
A lot of people make the joke that he's like this really like vicious loan shark, hyper capitalist. But let's be real, man. That guy, you show up on an island, that guy gives you a house. And he's like, here's how much it costs. Pay me back whenever you want. Oh yeah, I'll take the money that you made selling just whatever the fuck you find to my store run by my sons. The man's a saint.
It's true, and Paddington Bear is a selfish son of a bitch who only cares about marmalade and whatever thing he wants to do. So that is why I'm gonna vote for him.
He's a scrapper.
Because he's ruthless. He's
coming out that warehouse.
he would see that Tom Nook has that store, get rid of him, and then go to that store and take whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And deal coke out of there. Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
I think this is the ultimate. They would be friends.
Yes.
And on that basis, I must go with the one I like more. And who doesn't love Paddington? Beautiful, beautiful soul of a creature. But you know what? Tom Nook gives you a house. So I think for me, I gotta vote for Tom Nook.
Is that 4 across the line for apparently Paddington Bear winning?
No, I said Tom Nook. I'm Tom Nook.
We're gonna ignore Matt because he's picking it based on things that don't make any sense.
Okay. All right. I'm a little horrified now.
I'm going with my heart.
Matt, that's all we ask of you.
I told you I was a spoiler in this.
That's why you're invited to do it.
But the fans have voted, and apparently Paddington somehow beats Tom to death with a marmalade sandwich at 78%.
Smothers him with his little hat.
Those toast points were really, really pointy.
I'll say this to that point. What was one of the last things we saw the Queen of England do before she passed? We filmed that short with Paddington Bear. Just saying.
Oh.
Rest in peace to a real one. Queen Elizabeth, mourn till I join you.
Oh my God.
God.
May she rest in peace until I get there.
All right, moving on. We have Dr. Doom versus Rick Sanchez. There's no Morty. There's no Latveria. It's just the two of them in a warehouse. With their weapons and their portal
I'm going to go with Rick.
Yeah, I got to go with Rick too, man. He's ruthless.
In any fight Dr. Doom engages in, there is a 60 to 70% chance that it's just a robot.
That's also true, yeah.
60 to 70% chance it's a robot.
Yeah, this is a man who just has an army of robots that just look like him. That sometimes
Rick has clones too, though.
That's true. There's lots of Ricks. Dr. Doom knows magic. He is an expert at tech and magic.
And Dr. I mean, he's always ready to rumble.
And last I checked, Dr. Doom has never inspired random weirdos to riot in a McDonald's.
So those guys could be invited to the fight, I suppose.
What do you think, Cesar? Who are you picking?
Like the Marvel and comic book fan of me wants to pick Doom, but I have to go with Rick just based on his ruthlessness. Yeah,
Rick is a savage.
He would go to any means necessary to get out of there.
All right. And Bekkie, you going with Rick too?
Well, I'm just like, I guess I'm thinking if he's outside of that, I can't think of what it is. Remember that the curve?
Oh,
he's only really worthwhile inside of it. Outside of that, I don't think he has anything very interesting about him. I'm going to go with Dr. Doom.
That's like some deep Rick and Morty lore that I barely know.
It's like the it's something finite curve, but I can't think of what the first name is.
God, we got some nerds in this show.
So, since Bekkie has brought that up, I think that's actually very important. Because of that curve, he has cut out everyone in the Infinite Universe that is smarter than him, including all other Ricks. It is actually a mechanism he did to protect himself from the Rick he could not hunt down that slaughtered his family.
Yes.
So if we are going pre-season finale 5 Rick, I think he wins because whatever Dr. Doom is in his universe, he's smarter than, more ruthless than. But if we're in season 6, Dr. Doom has a shot.
Yeah, his like multiversal feats. Dr. Doom's got some. Yeah, he would stomp. But you're right. I would say in season 6, like that's what I'm thinking. My most recent iteration of him.
But it's 3-1, and surprisingly, the fan vote is 50-50.
Wow.
Okay.
There was no winning vote until I make an alt account and vote.
Dr. Doom was once god of the universe. I'll just point that out.
He did not have a portal gun, though.
He's got a time machine.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, they both have portal-y-ish.
Yeah, I feel like that out of all these, that's probably the one that makes the most sense being 50-50, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
All right. To wrap up our second quarter here, we have He-Man versus Lion-O.
I'm going with He-Man on this one.
He-Man is the strongest in the universe.
I don't fucking know. They both suck. Lion-O's a tiger.
It's a tiger, the lion.
Whatever.
His name is Lion-O.
I said they suck. I don't watch that nerd shit.
All right, Matt, you have to do about 30 seconds of research, the difference between lions and tigers, and get back to us with your decision.
The basis of the argument's the same. They're both giant cats that got teeth and claws. And he's just a man. He's made of flesh. He's made of muscle.
I mean, it's hard. He-Man pushed a moon out of its orbit. Like, he's so strong.
Lion-O has like a sword thing. I don't know.
They both have a sword thing.
They both have a, yeah.
It's his, oh man.
The Sword of Omen.
Yes, thank you. The Sword of Omens. Ooh.
I am talking a little bit big of a game here because I am on the record on this show at the time I got arrested wearing a Thundercats t-shirt. So I have some awareness of the shows. I don't care. Either one.
So you're going Lion-O because he's some kind of feline.
A tiger, yes.
Yeah, because he's a
big cat, He-Man rides tigers or cats.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Oh,
he would ride the shit out of Lion-O.
Here's the thing. He-Man rides a tiger. I was just minutes ago informed that Lino is in fact a lion.
We're saying that He-Man can ride big cats. It's a whole family. Look it up.
That just gets back to my thing. In a manner of speaking, they'd be friends.
They would be friends. Although, do friends ride each other?
Lino? That's a kind of friend.
I think that's for friends with benefits, ride each other.
I think so. Which I'm actually 100% all about. So I'm cool with the friend theory, but otherwise, He-Man wins.
I'm going with Lino, if only because I've got fond memories of the time I was in the back of his car wearing that shirt.
Is that when you were riding in the McDonald's, or no?
I was riding in the McDonald's.
Yes, it was called a callback. Oh my gosh,
I didn't understand it.
I can't work with you people.
So they're trapped in a warehouse, right?
Yep.
And they're comparing swords.
Yep.
And I think because, that's what guys do. Definitely Lino has the cooler sword, but, He-Man's stronger. So you'll probably pulverize Lino. Poor Lino here.
Raphael, what do you think?
Oh, I said He-Man already.
All right. He was I just want to make sure.
Lino the tiger, that's what I say.
It's 3-1 in favor of He-Man, who's going to ride Lino, and that matches up with the fan vote of 76% said He-Man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
My vote was on He-Man, unless it was Will Friedle's Lino from the one-season Cartoon Network anime version, but that's just me. And nobody watched it based off that reaction.
Yo, and not even a little.
No, I mean, no one in, Nielsen ratings watched it either. That's why I got canceled.
Well, I was the one fan. I was the one fan.
No, that one, I've seen that one too. That one's cool.
So we've hit halftime. Everyone stretch. Everyone feeling good?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What's the halftime entertainment?
The halftime entertainment is a replay of Lady Gaga's Super Bowl.
Oh, excellent.
Because it is Sunday Night Football, we have to have some kind of entertainment.
Who wins, Lady Gaga or Janet Jackson's boob?
Oh. What's more memorable?
You'll never forget that titty.
Yeah. I got to go with Prince's halftime.
I was going to say Prince. Prince had a good one. Yeah.
Prince would,
Prince just wins life overall.
In the rain.
It rained on cue for Prince.
Yeah, that is the Lord and our Savior, Jesus H. Christ, letting us know that Prince is the Prince.
Amen.
That was a bonus for you guys.
Mm-hmm. So moving in the beginning of the third quarter, we have the Morphin, the Power Rangers, versus Voltron. All right, Raphael, start us off.
Well, are we talking about just the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, or all the Power Rangers, like put together? Because there's like 50 of them.
I'm gonna go original cast.
Oh, okay.
American cast.
Yeah, sorry, the original American cast plus Tommy.
Oh, if Tommy's there, then yeah, definitely. Then you got like you got their Zords too, right? I mean, that's a big warehouse.
Well, they can call them.
It's a big fucking warehouse.
It's a big warehouse.
You have to, because Voltron is the robot, right? It's the robot that's made up of their 5 little tigers, lions, whatever they are.
Some sort of cat creature.
So I mean, if it's the Power Rangers versus Voltron, Voltron's a big robot.
Yeah, this is like a nostalgia battle. Who do you like more? But I mean, I think Power Rangers, because I just feel like they're better trained as well.
Yeah, they're teens with attitude.
Yeah,
kind of like Ninja Turtles.
They really are.
That was in the tagline.
Yes, and plus, I would think that Matt would pick the Power Rangers because they also have the power of friendship on their side.
Oh, they do.
Right.
Yeah, they'd be friends with the Voltron crew.
They would. I mean, the connection.
Here's the thing about the
They'll
Power
do
Rangers.
dance karate together.
That's the best kind of friendship.
Those kids drink so much fucking juice. They're always going out of that juice bar. There is no way they don't have a sugar crash at some point in this thing.
Oh my god.
They could possibly have that wild initial energy. And plus, when you are hanging out with a group of your friends, acting all big and tough, like it would just be all these things would match up perfectly for them to get a good, initial hit. And I think that would cinch the battle.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And I mean, look, if we're talking a head-to-head fight, if it's the original 5 plus Tommy, that's 6 on 5, right? Because Voltron is 5.
Yep.
So I mean, that man's got a powerful flute game.
Very true.
He does crazy karate in Dark Realms. I think the Power Rangers have a slight edge.
Yeah.
Assuming that we are talking the robots, because I think if it's Voltron and just these dinky little juiced up teens,
No,
the giant robot wins.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that it's the warehouse. The 5, 6 kids walk in. They see Voltron emerge from the floor, and they immediately go into Morphin time.
Yeah.
And then call their stuff in. Now, I will say that Voltron probably has about a good minute and a half to step on them all, while their robots come in from a volcano, the ocean, middle of the earth.
Yeah, but Voltron's tigers come from a volcano and underwater and crap like that too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
I forgot about that. But
they are not good at storing things.
No, not really.
I mean, where else are you gonna hide a giant robot?
Public storage. There's one on every single highway.
Behind the Angel Grove Youth Center. That's where it goes. Yeah.
It's right there.
Exactly. If Batman can store the Batwing on top of a random building, a warehouse full of of Power Rangers, there you go.
It's very real.
It's gotta be the Amazon warehouse because that shit's big.
Amazon.
Yeah, there
exactly.
You go.
Future site of the Amazon warehouse, and quietly, Zordon has rented it out for storage.
I mean, Jeff Bezos probably has a working Zord already.
I would not be surprised.
It probably looks like a penis too.
Oh,
sorry.
That's what his head looks like.
So the fan vote is in, and this one was close. 52% say Morphin time.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Next up, we have Trapped in a Warehouse. I'm going to say this is a really small warehouse. This is actually more like a storage unit.
It's a birdhouse.
Baby Yoda versus Baby Groot.
I'm going with
Cesar. Why don't you start us off?
Grogu.
I'm going Grogu.
Yeah, Grogu. Got the Force,
Grogu
man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He does whatever he wants, whenever he wants. But
yes.
I think one of them is a tree. He's a tree.
You can turn him into a toothpick.
How much of a baby is he? Because Baby Groot was also at one point stuck in a pot.
Yeah, he's gonna put him back in a pot.
I mean, unless it's a dance off, you might win.
Oh, then Baby Groot would win. I could.
But you know what though? Oh, Grogu gets tired when he uses the Force, so he might get tired, and Groot might just bash his brain.
But you'll put Groot to sleep before that happens.
Able to be tired.
Let me shift our thinking just a little bit here.
Oh, Matt, you have an opinion?
All right, I'm going to pause what I was about to say. That is the entire fucking point of this thing, Rebecca.
Okay, here's the thing. Matt has something to say.
Baby Groot was once a man.
That's true.
How many lifetimes of experience does Baby Groot have? How many times has he been shattered into a tree and then grown up again?
Now, do we know? Because I don't personally know. Is he just back to being a baby, or does he retain his skills and memories?
I heard James Gunn said that it was opposite. Like that was just a new Groot. That was his son.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I'm like, is it like New Save Game Plus where you get all the cool items, but you're too weak to like, you got to restart at the beginning? Is it kind of like that, or is he a completely different person every time?
See,
That
I
makes
would
sense.
argue that based off the second movie, that it's brand new memories because Groot in the second movie couldn't retain a simple instruction of "don't press this button."
I mean,
That's
he is a
very true.
baby. He is still
Yeah.
a baby,
Mhm.
regardless of his
If you wa-
memories. He's still a baby.
If you watch those shorts, yeah, like you definitely get like I know it's not canon, but it's Baby Groot, and you can tell like a lot of the stuff he's doing for the first time.
Yeah,
So
he's
he
a
gets
little
excited when
asshole
he does it.
in those things.
Yes.
He really is.
Yeah.
He definitely has the rage factor,
Mhm.
but I just don't even think he'd be
But
able
so
to
is
get close
Grogu
to.
eating those eggs all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda will just eat a motherfucker's kids.
And he's
He
50
really
years
will.
old, man.
Yeah, and it's not. That's true. He's also like, he's a baby, but he also has the life experience of a man.
That is true. That is true. I go with Grogu for all of these things.
We're not talking about you just roll up to the buffet, you roll up to the party. Oh, there's some deviled eggs. This is someone who's like, these are my children that are gonna hatch, and he's like, looks like breakfast to me.
The fuck they will.
Yeah. He'll take your fries, man. He'll take your fries.
Book of Boba Fett was not a very good TV show, but it is a show that features Baby Yoda basically fighting a Rancor. Not fighting, but he subdues one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we don't know for sure yet. He might have a tiny little lightsaber.
Yeah.
So is that 4 votes for Baby Yoda?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Well, the fans spoke, and the fans say that Baby Groot beats Baby Yoda's ass at 62%.
Wow.
What?
You guys are nuts. What's wrong with you?
You're crazy.
I mean, that's a pretty
Of
good movie
course.
he's in. He's in a pretty good movie.
But I do think the most important part is that they would be friends.
They would be friends. He can't eat. Baby Yoda can't eat a tree.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably use him as a toothpick, like I said.
He would. That's very true.
So to finish out the third quarter, we have Catwoman, specifically Halle Berry, versus Moose, as played by John Travolta. And I had to look it up. Apparently, Moose is from The Fanatic.
Yes.
A really creepy 2019 movie where he tries to ape on all of the fans who apparently bothered him throughout his entire life.
What the fuck is this? Who put this together? Is this
I
Josh?
don't know.
This one, I've been wondering about this one all night, man. I'm like, well, not even since I saw it. Like, I saw the movie The Fanatic too, so I'm like, what is the thinking behind this?
Yeah, well,
What do you?
Hey,
I
we
need to
got.
know.
This is who's Joey Fitzgerald. This is you.
Josh,
You did this
watch.
to us.
Yeah, okay. If it's one of the fans, I won't be as harsh. What are you thinking, my boy Joey? What are you thinking, man? I don't get it.
Becky, you want to start us off?
I was just like, man, I didn't finish that movie
I didn't even see that
because
movie.
I was like, holy, that when he does when he's stat with the fake knife, I was like, okay, I'm all set. Thank you so much. Goodbye. That being said, I mean, if it's a fight in a warehouse, how savage is Halle Berry's Catwoman?
She got 9 lives.
Yeah, I think that I think that movie is about her being like imbued with the spirit of like
A
That's
Bast.
true.
Yeah.
of a cat.
I
of
was
the
like,
cat
was she? Yeah, I was like, how deadly? Because John Travolta was fucking insane.
So like I guess her like she's got some spiritual mojo on her side. I didn't see the other
I
one.
still want to know
I guess
why did you guys pick Catwoman?
I have no idea why that's on here.
I think
All right, I got
I
it.
think this guy. I think Joey
I'm gonna go
Fitzgerald
with
may
Catwoman
be.
only because she's more agile too.
She's got a
And
she's got a whip.
Yeah, she's younger.
I think my man Joey Fitzgerald might be in our Discord. So like, if that's you that I'm thinking of, just let us know. Let us know what was up with this one. I'm so curious.
I have to admit, I've seen both of those movies. I saw one at the theater, and I won't say which because that's embarrassing to admit. And yeah, just because I hate John Travolta's character in The Fanatic, I have to go with Halle Berry. The only other time they were in a film together was Swordfish, I think.
Maybe that's it.
Yep.
Do we just crack it?
So maybe it's Payback. But they were together in that movie at the end. I don't know. I got to go with Halle Berry though.
I mean, I haven't seen the John Travolta one, so I'll just pick Halle Berry.
Yeah, she's got like claws on her gloves, right? You can like,
Yeah.
you
want that guy to get beat up.
Yeah. Seen that picture? Yeah.
I want to say I've seen The Fanatic, but I think I've more seen clips of how bad the movie is, which may be muddling my memory.
Also, he has bad haircut.
Well, that's been since the 70s when he pretended he wasn't going bald.
Is that it though? Is that they're both bad movies? This is what I'm focused on.
Yes, that could be it.
I mean, they could be so bad you love them, except I don't love either of these.
Oh my god, the tagline of The Fanatic is ridiculous.
What's the tagline?
All he wanted was an autograph. That's ridiculous.
I'm hoping that movie was a passion project for him as much as Battlefield Earth was.
Wait, is this like a remake of that De Niro movie with Wesley Snipes?
No, this one was actually based on that stalker that Fred Durst had.
Oh, okay.
I think he wrote the screenplay.
I thought he directed it too.
Did he? Okay, I was like, I know it's his story because I remember being like, what the hell is this movie about? And yeah, it's based on that. It's crazy, but it's such a bad movie. He should not be writing.
All right, to end the third quarter on a what the hell, we are now at 63% for fan vote for Catwoman.
That makes sense. That tracks.
Honestly, surprised it wasn't like 100%.
Some people other people must have seen that movie then.
All right, heading into the fourth quarter, our final three fights. We have Yuda versus John Wick.
Ooh.
Who is he?
Matt, I'm going to ask for your opinion first.
Me? I don't know who the first guy is.
The guy from the Raid.
Iko Uwais,
okay.
I think his name is.
You guys have seen those John Wick movies. He does that thing where he there's a guy charging at him and he takes him down and he kneels on him and then
puts a bullet in the head.
Shoots another guy. Yeah, he shoots another guy coming at him first and then takes out the guy that he's got pinned down. Sometimes with his own gun. That's a pretty cool move. I call it the John Wick. I think John Wick wins.
I mean, is it a fight with guns or without guns?
That's what I was thinking too.
Because he's the first guy's more like hand-to-hand combat.
I think John Wick can do that too.
I don't know. This guy's pretty fierce.
Well-rounded.
I saw him fight 20 guys.
On John Wick.
John Wick fought on a subway.
Yeah, even when he loses his weapon, John Wick is incredibly talented as far as hand-to-hand combat and also incredibly resourceful.
I might have to go with Yuda, man. It might be the one time John Wick doesn't win and survive at the end.
Dude took on a whole building of people himself.
Yeah.
There was an entire city after John Wick in that.
I was gonna say John Wick took on a city, an entire conglomeration of people, a tower.
He had help though.
But he had a gun though. He had a gun.
He had a gun.
It's the same thing.
He did have a gun for some.
He had a book. He had a knife.
I was gonna say, yeah, those are pretty fucking badass. Like I said, he's resourceful. The book thing was pretty fucking awesome. I still go with John Wick. Now, as I said that, I would also be interested in which choreographer would win. That's the real question. And also, I would like to just throw out there between those two, Jackie Chan. All of his movie characters combined into one.
Yeah, but he's fun slapstick fighting, right?
And he still wins. That's the best part.
I don't know. I'm a Donnie Yen fan.
You know what though?
Pretty good.
this might be one that's like a recency bias thing. You know, like more people have probably seen John Wick recently than The Raid, because The Raid's a little older film.
Yeah. I was gonna say it is a little bit older. I mean, it was badass. It was really cool, but you're right. There's something about John Wick that has staying power.
See, if I was to vote, I would be leaning towards Rama / Yuda, because if they're in a warehouse, John Wick cannot go back to the Continental and recover and get more weapons.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're forcing them just to stay in one location, and John Wick can't drive out of there or have Willem Dafoe snipe somebody from a distance,
or Lawrence Fishburne give him a help too.
Yeah.
Well, because he does get cut off and still manages. You could argue that too.
Yeah, like at the beginning, the end of that second movie, it's like, oh, literally everyone's an assassin, and they're all after him.
All right. Sounds like
that's a hard one.
3-1 for John Wick.
I think hand to hand, I would go with the Raid guy, but if it comes to like gunfight, I think he'll go with John Wick.
Well, fans, recency bias or not, say Mr. Wick would win at 77%.
Ooh,
wow. Damn.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's a little closer than that. But we have 2 more fights to go, and this one is a little weird. We have Goku versus Invincible.
They'd be friends.
They can't all be friends.
But Goku likes to fight his friends, man.
That's true.
That's a great point.
Like, oh man, I can't wait till we fight.
That's true. That's a good point. See, you found the flaw in my argument.
Yeah, but Invincible gets his ass kicked a lot, though.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Especially God level Goku would probably just.
He's got all those scrapes on his face all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, he obviously falls down a lot, but it doesn't really matter. That was my favorite part of watching that show. I'd be like, God, look at all these bloody scrapes. Like, why?
You know what? Thank God the warehouse made it to this point, because by now it would definitely get destroyed by Goku.
See,
yeah, there's no way.
My argument would be, how many episodes are we giving Goku to power?
I was gonna say something like that.
Because if we're doing this in one episode, Goku hasn't even finished talking about how what the power level of Invincible is.
Right. But can you attack him while he's powering up?
Oh yeah, you gotta stop that thing. That's the equivalent of a villain monologuing. You just gotta go right after Goku during the power up.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, I think usually he has his friends like distract the bad guy while he's powering up, right?
No friends, it's just the 2 of them. Now there may be friends at the end, as Matt said.
My man died, and he came back.
Couple of times.
Yeah,
I mean, he got his ass killed.
Right, couple of times, right?
I also think.
Yeah,
I think the power scale itself is vastly higher in the DB.
That's the thing. That's one of the things I think you run into when it's like these guys are just fighting, because like they're working in different. The power scale that Dragon Ball Z works with is like so off kilter compared to Invincible, right?
Right.
So he has Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fighting people that can destroy planets.
He could just wish the dragon to kill Invincible for him if he's lazy.
Yeah, right. He gets mad enough to say goes all gold.
Or he could turn
or blue
into
or
a giant monkey.
Giant monkey.
Yeah, if it's a full moon.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Were monkey.
I admit I'm about 900 episodes behind on Dragon Ball Z. So I think that's 2-3 years behind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dragon Ball Super is really good,
it's later the following day.
Yeah.
And
unless you pull off his tail, and then he can't turn into a monkey anymore.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess it depends what universe this fight's taking place in, right?
If it's taking place on Earth.
Yeah, it's got to be
we all lose.
Yeah, they all lose.
Then
I would win.
Whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah.
Suddenly, what's his face? The dead cat is finally running, and he goes to the warehouse, and that guy fucking wins.
I I gotta say, I gotta go with Goku because Invincible isn't even the most powerful character in his own show.
Right.
Yeah,
His dad is, right?
You know. Yeah.
Omni-Man. Evil Superman is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Vegeta.
Yeah.
All right. So Goku gets the victory. It looks like I think it's a clean sweep on our end, while it's 72% of the fan vote.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And the final battle we have here
'Tis the season.
for our holiday season, we have the Grinch versus Krampus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I believe the image being used on the Splash logo is of the Grinch from the Mean One horror flick that is coming out. That is which is not trademark infringement of the Grinch, of course not. And it looks like I think it's the Krampus from the Krampus movie from like 5-6 years.
It looked like a porn parody version of the Grinch.
That's from I've actually seen that horror movie. I think it's called A Christmas Horror Movie or Christmas Horror Story or something like that. That's actually a tripped out movie if you watch it, to be honest, if you're a horror fan, because it's not at all what you
It's
think
not
it
from the
is.
Krampus movie?
No, it's from a different one.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
I just have issues with this fight in general. Because frankly, I just don't see how the Grinch can win unless the Grinch is just bitching and Krampus kills himself.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I guess the Grinch. He's not particularly combative. So, and then Krampus he's got a bunch of shit going on.
The thing about the Grinch is that he's a sly little stinker. He like sneaks around.
Yeah. Does it a Grinch live on a snowflake?
No, that's what is that?
He does. According to the Jim Carrey Ron Howard movie, it zooms up on a snowflake.
So you can't get him then. That's like his advantage, right? In the warehouse, like it'll be hard to get him. He's on the snowflake.
I mean, all you have to do is stick his tongue out.
Turn the heat up. I think he would home alone the warehouse. That'd be what he does. He would try to set up a bunch of traps.
He's the size of it's like smaller than a snowflake.
Okay.
Or he can go inside his body and kill him from the inside.
Yeah, he does have termites in his teeth.
He might Ant-Man him. That's right.
We're not Ant-Man. He's not going up his butt.
He's gonna Ant-Man the Krampus.
Wait, Krampus is magical too, isn't he?
Yes.
Yes, he is. So I have to go for the Krampus on this one.
I know. I'm gonna have to go. He could probably do some sort of magic to do whatever he needs to do, and the Grinch just does not have that. Straight up.
Right.
Yeah, Krampus basically is. He visits all the children on the naughty list and like puts them in his sack and like beats them.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So he's also physically skilled, clearly. Now he is fighting children, but children are small. So he's got that going for him too. He's used to fighting smaller, quote unquote, opponents. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Krampus. The very scientific way I got there.
Should be Krampus versus Santa Claus.
Technically, this is a different Grinch though. We're talking about, right? We're talking about a horror movie Grinch.
I'm gonna say any Grinch you want.
Okay, all right.
Just one that would want to be combative in a warehouse.
Okay, not this snowflake one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have to throw out there that when people say things, my brain just starts imagining them. So I was immediately like watching there was like a kid in the sack getting kicked. I was like, brain, why? I was like, oh no.
All right, Raphael, what you thinking?
Yeah, Krampus.
All right.
Yeah.
Matt, it's 2-1. Krampus.
Also, it's more fun to say Krampus.
That's true.
You know who really wins here?
The audience.
Yes.
I mean, in a way, yeah, it's us. Because if we're going by the fight to the death rules, that's one less person to steal our Christmas cheer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so
One way
true.
or another, we're all having a merrier Christmas. So the real winner is us.
It's very true. And Matt, do you think they could be friends?
I guess if either one of them is capable of having friends to the degree that they are, then yes.
Well, I mean, I'm talking friends like how serial killers are friends with one another sometimes.
Is that a thing that happens?
They might.
That is a
They
thing
might
that
end up
happens.
working together.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking one person holds the sack shut, and the other person does a little bit of kicking and punching.
maybe we lose after all.
Because if they become friends, then that is an unstoppable force, and yeah, they are basically. We're looking at a future of Christmas as it is in the Futurama world.
I think that yeah, I think for our sake, as Beckie's arguing, you have to pick somebody.
Yeah.
One thing you got to remember is that the Grinch has the power to make his heart bigger. So.
Yes, but you could die from an enlarged heart.
Yeah.
Also, love never wins. Don't be an idiot.
He's gonna love the Krampus so much that he dies. So Krampus wins again.
Gives himself a heart attack.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Krampus, right? Just because he's the guy who's like he's a monster. He's not the Grinch isn't a monster. He's just a sad old man with a dog.
Oh. All right. The fans agree.
I miss my dog.
The fans agree at 66% that Krampus would whip the Grinch's ass.
Yeah. Wow, 66%.
I know. I'm surprised at 66.
Yeah.
Definitely thought it would be a lot higher for Krampus.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little struck by if they become friends like Matt tries to do with all of our fights, we're screwed.
No one's getting presents that year.
Hell no.
The Grinch needs a present from Manscaped.
He does not do well with razors, man.
No, he does
not. So that closes things out. We have finished our hour of battle. 12 fights. I'm not sure anybody won. Definitely not John Travolta.
I mean, Joey Fitzgerald won. He really fucked us with that one.
That was amazing.
The swordfish fight. That's what I'll call it.
That's the weirdest one. I still can't figure that one out.
Yeah, I was that like, does he hate these people? Is that what this is? I was hoping someone was gonna have a story for that. Like, yeah, you know how this guy's annoying, but that she's annoying too in that movie. Like, this is an annoying fight. I don't know.
No, we literally had no idea what was going on at all. I don't know. Is that yeah, we'll have to ask. Josh must know something that we don't know.
I hope so.
The only thing that I have in my little note or whatever is in parentheses VGC. Is that a podcast that I'm missing?
That's the video game club, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know, but it's still a very strange matchup.
So they're trolling us, is what you're saying?
Maybe.
That was the one to throw us off.
Like I said, I think he's in our Discord. Please explain yourself.
Please let us know what the hell.
So that will wrap things up this week. Don't forget to follow us at Josh_Scar and at Talking SMAC Pod. You can join our Discord at tsmackpod@gmail.com, where you can also email us. I'd like to thank Leo Allen for our musical themes, Beppo and Retro Ale Studio for our avatars. And please follow our guest, Raphael. Where can we follow you?
Well, you can follow me. I have I have 3 podcasts right now. I have the Geeky Dad podcast. I have the Geeky Dad After Dark, and I have the Multiverse Kids show. You can find them wherever you listen to podcasts everywhere.
And 7Cs, where can we follow you, sir?
All your social outlets and on Twitter, TikTok at the No15 Allcast. Yeah, you can check us out there. And Yeah, just Google us and you'll find us, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm on a lot of episodes of his show.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Matt, where can we follow you?
I'm pretty locked down, so in lieu of that, I'm gonna reinforce, join our Discord. If for some reason you like my unhinged rants,
We do.
and you think to yourself, I'd like to see that in text form all the time without stopping, Discord's a great place for that. Also, watch Star Trek.
And Bekkie, where can we follow you?
Well, I recently just got, for some reason, kicked off of Facebook and Instagram, so those aren't real anymore. I'll ask you nerds that know about, one of you has to know something about technology. Yeah, Facebook is now asking me to upload a picture of my passport, and I was like, I'm not fucking,
What?
Thank you, through the app.
How?
No.
Why?
Yes. I went on my Instagram and it wasn't like loading, and then it basically was like, hey, your content like can't be viewed, blah blah blah. And I was like, that's really weird. I kept hitting continue, nothing. I went to Facebook, same thing. It was like, this content can't be viewed, and if you look at my profile, it's not even there anymore on either of them. Like, you can't even find me. That's why I got kicked off of Facebook Messenger, because I can't like log in at all. And then when I went through the steps through the app, like not an email, not a web address, anything like that, it was like, all right, hey, like, we can verify that this is you. Just go ahead and take a picture of your like legal ID or passport.
You sure you didn't have an ex like hack into your account and fuck it up?
I mean, that's crazy if they did, but I've emailed, I've got nothing back, so it's all gone, and it was all videos of my dog.
So
Aww.
you already reached out to their support then, and you
Yeah,
got no
I
answer?
did, and I have had no answer. I emailed on Thursday of last week, and I got nothing. Crazy.
Google
It's really
says that
ugly.
Facebook
Weird.
says that it helps keep you safe from impersonation. So is it possible somebody made an account
That was
impersonating
me.
you?
Possibly, but I'm not interesting, and nobody knows who I am, and I also am poor.
Well,
I don't know what the advantages are here. I have no naked pictures of myself anywhere on the internet. I'm pretty much always fully clothed.
it's weird that you went.
So,
It's weird that you went to that.
well, but you could use that. You could use a female to catfish males
That's true.
and try to get money out of them. That's where my brain went. If someone was trying to impersonate me, why wouldn't you do that?
Wow.
I am a moderately attractive young woman.
That's how I make my living.
So,
Is that what you saying? That's how you make your living?
This entire segment.
That's what I heard.
This entire segment is like the definition of a humble brag.
Yeah, that's pretty hilarious.
I lost my Facebook, but I am hot.
But I am. But you'll never be able to tell. Hey, first of all, I said moderately attractive. Have you been around males? All you have to do is be like kind of symmetrical and talking, and you're the greatest thing they've seen that day. Especially if you're at the gas station pumping gas. Then for some reason, no one's ever seen a female before, and then it's like it's a brand new experience for all involved.
This entire segue is getting cut and put at the end of the theme music.
Oh, nice. You just gotta leave a blank, empty space, and then like out of nowhere, you just hear this conversation pop up. And then
leave it as
like extra good
Josh,
I was
listening to the end.
Josh, cut this part out that I'm speaking right now, but leave the conversation in. Nobody needs to hear me say it.
Yeah. So okay, wait. Okay, everyone be quiet for a second. I got to be able to like leave a perfect segue. So we're like, okay, and thank you again to Bekkie, who no longer has social media.
Yes.
And then it cuts. Then we put this all at the end.
We call this the aftercast on my show.
All right. After that lovely humble brag, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and enjoy our theme music remixed this episode by Thorol Ravencroft, singer of You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Good night. Well, listeners, we have a bonus for you. From the Geeky Dad podcast, the Multiverse Kids are going to bait for you Mighty Morphin Power Rangers versus Voltron and Baby Groot versus Baby Yoda.
Okay, kids. I want you to give me your opinions on who would win in a all-out fight to the death, or
death battle.
A death battle, basically, with let's see, Power Rangers versus Voltron.
Voltron, because they could do they could all mix together and then defeat Power Rangers. This is like little people. The lions can come together.
So Power Rangers can come together too and make a big robot.
Okay. Theirs has a sword.
So does
a shield.
So does Power Rangers.
And guns.
So does Power Rangers.
This can fly. Yeah.
So does
space.
So does Power Rangers.
What? They can go to outer space.
Okay.
That's not fair.
So who's gonna win?
Then they can also come out together and then also blast them.
So does Power Rangers. Yeah.
Voltron.
You still pick Voltron.
Yes. But if Voltron and Hulkbuster fight to a win,
Voltron. That's not even part of the conversation.
Because they're both giant robots, so
Who will win between Power Rangers and Voltron?
Voltron.
Why? You gotta give me your opinions. Why?
Because they're super duper better. Plus, they can go into their own tiny ships, jump up.
You know they do that in Power Rangers too, right?
Oh God.
Huh?
They're looking exactly the same.
Well, I mean, kinda, yeah. So, who's gonna win?
Wait, Power Rangers cannot go into space.
Yes, they could. Yes, they could.
With breathing.
Yes, they do. They have costumes. They have helmets.
But they can't breathe. They're humans.
So?
They're also humans, except for Allura. They have space helmets. So do they. Yes, they do. You're dumb.
Don't call them dumb. Okay. So you think Voltron because whatever. Okay.
They're better.
Okay.
They're cool.
Okay. How about Baby Groot versus
Grogu. I knew you were gonna say that. Grogu.
Why?
Choke him. Get him like. We're just gonna have a cute battle.
Well, who's cuter? Huh?
Grogu.
Grogu's cuter?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so Baby Groot will just choke out Groot. I mean, Baby Grogu will just choke out Groot.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You say so.
Plus, that Groot looks bad now.
We're not talking about adult Groot. We're talking about Baby Groot.
Okay. The cutie cute. Still.
Okay. So the cutest is Grogu.
Yes.
Okay. One more. Lion-O versus
He-Man.
He-Man.
He-Man will win.
Why?
Because he's half God. He is? Yeah. Sword makes you God.
I don't know about that. I think you're confusing He-Man with Thor.
How come? No, the only reason Skeletor became God was because he already had the Havoc power.
Right. Okay. So there's also different versions of a He-Man and different versions of Lion-O.
Well, let's see. He-Man does electric. Lion-O does what?
Well, his sword could shoot like energy.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, He-Man is
the
master of the universe.
Well, it's hard to compete with the master of the universe, yeah. But Lion-O is the leader of the Thundercats.
So what? He's not the Thundercat. The cat does thunder.
Yeah. Well, he can call on his friends with his Thundercat powers.
He can always call his friends.
So you're well, I know He-Man is stronger, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why you're picking him?
Yes. He is stronger.
Okay. All right.
Super strong.
All right. Okay. There you go.
Assemble.